We have a resident band playing right now, White Bat Audio, royalty-free music, subtly. So what we're doing today is we're starting to introduce ourselves to our bodies. I am very well integrated, and from what I'm seeing in the world around me is there's people that are depressed, and I see the situation, and they're being led by people that have no idea how to feel good without very much. So all we really need is to feel good in our bodies. And that's why we're gathered here today. To practice, to learn our functions so we control ourselves in a joyous state, releasing our own pharmacy into our system of an ecology of a body that represents the whole galaxy as we are our own star system. I am Sun, the sun's ray, here to show you the way. Once again, resident house band, White Bat Audio. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start by just warming up our main joints of our upper body. Want to make some big circles with the shoulders. Now you want to see, are you rotating your arm in your socket, or are you actually moving your whole shoulder girdle? Your shoulder girdle is connected from your center to your back trapezius on both sides symmetrically, from center to shoulder. And then you have your arms for extensions, extremities, limbs. This may sound like it's simple stuff, but to mentally comprehend it one time allows you for much more control of yourself. If you use these arts versus people in combat or those kinds of things, chances are you won't be blessed in battle, or your thought mentality will go to a darkness to yield net negative results. So one must be aware to be that warrior in the garden. So continuing, don't stop what you're doing while I'm talking. Just rotate your shoulders. Continue with that motion. Just allowing the rate to get a little bit slower. And just feeling if you hear cracking of your bones. That's all signs of your energetics need to be shifted, that you're becoming rigid. Once you become rigid and fixed, you are stuck in that dominant state of mental brainwave activity. Now when you slowly stop rotating your arms, hold them there. While you're holding your arms in position, palms up for energy from cosmic, palms down to give energy to earth. We're going to push our hands down and inhale up. Exhale down. Continue this motion. When you're continuing this motion, inhale up. Inhale with your hands as you run up and down your body. As you exhale, exhale down. Where your hands are is where you're exhaling your breath. You're squeezing yourself. You're like really squeezing. Bring your navel to your spine. If you can't do that right now, that's the intention for the future. This is the first thing that I'm talking to you about, is getting aware in your own body. It might sound awkward that you're thinking that this is supposed to be a class, you're supposed to have X amount of reps and sets, but it's just simple motion. Learning how to move is the first primal thing that we have to do. Because once you start doing sets and reps, you're going to be locked in another rigid position. Now, if we listen to our masters and elders, I'm not going to start by listening to the infinite amount of people, some very good, some not so good. I'm going to go to a master of the past, such as Bruce Lee. There is no form. Be formless, my friend. Be water. Water can crash or it can smash, but also can flow like a river, like to the weakest point of resistance. And secondly, Bruce said, be water, my friend. We already are water because we're 70% water. So applying that knowledge to the actual cells is vital at this time. That knowledge has already been dispersed. You do not have to quote hundreds of people because the mastery has already been set. So go right to the water. Bypass all the other mental stuff. Inhale up. We're going to start to move a little bit. So what right now we should have is much more motion in our arms. Like way more above. And it shouldn't be difficult to hold your hands up if you need to hold your hands up for a long duration of time, because you're activating a whole bunch of muscles that you never use. And it frees up everything in expression. Freeing up things in expression is giving more light to this world through many rather than one. I'm down for that. I got no problem with anybody else shining. Go shine. Shine all you want. It's a vast place, billions of people. You don't have to be attached to your street corner. Like, this is my block. That's my 2 people that share my needs. No. We're working. Now with your limbs here, we're going to work into our arms. So we got muscles that attach, that allow us to push out and pull our arms in. Those are attached on our upper arm to our shoulder. So when we raise, we can bring our arm in. We can bring our arm in. If we go lower, we got joints, we got elbows. Elbows allow us to bring our arms closer as a hinge. We do not want to put load on our elbows. Our muscles are designed to hold the loads and the tensions. So you have to work the energy through the joints. Do not hold the joints as the load bearer. Put that on the muscles. So when you're going down your forearms, our forearms have bones that when we rotate, they cross over. So we rotate, 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 rotate. They call that protraction, some of their medical terms, but all we want to do is rotate our fists. We want to hold our shoulders, but rotate our fists. Notice the eyes of the elbow. Next, when we bring our arms in, we can bring them in with palms up. We can rotate, bring the arms in, and then play with that. Play with rotating. Rotating, rotating, and just flexing your arms, pushing on the way down, pulling on the way up. And just see how that works for you. And we're just activating our energetics and our muscles. Pay mind to your breath. Like, I'm pretty advanced in my own way, but for you to start, you have to start by learning the basic movements and then knowing what's possible with the arms. And all of this frees up all of that back. The back that attaches the scapulas to the spine and the shoulders. They're like our wings. Like, if you were an angel, a gargoyle, a bat, vampire that traveled with wings, how would you open? Would you open with one side expanded and the other side contracted, like flying at like a weird off-center, off-symmetry way. No, that's not natural. You'd find your center and you'd open symmetrically, and then you'd be strong to your center. So in the same way, open those wings up, open. Like in front of you, if you just had to use the wings for wind and be light. Our bones are very, very light. They're heavy, but they're light. Birds' bones are lighter, so they fly easier. But same principles. Structure. Muscles support our structure. Align our structure. Our structure. If your structure is like this and you're used to standing like this, and this is how you walk, you got major work to do in breathing through your legs, opening up your energetics to the earth. You have to go on land. You have to stand there. You have to power down into the earth. With your legs, you have to shift, stretch out the muscles, change how you're standing actually, recenter your bones, your muscle support, actually align, and then be in your natural home frequency. It's a big shift. This is the change in all human energetics. If you are not connected to what is said to be God, ultimately, our creator source beyond human definition of any realm, if you're not connected, you're going to start to collapse. Or if you're operating out of integrity in the power of oneness, your arms and you're going to start to collapse and shrink. So what you want to do in power one of integrity is be of service as the creator to use your vessel as a means of expression to expand. I'm doing this right now because I've already done so much to the degree that I'm at an age where I have to give out knowledge to be of service. So much of other things are bypassed, and our creator has a better day through our experience every day, collectively, and keeps us alive. Ta-da! So today's movement, what we're really doing is we're talking and we're being in our bodies. I just want to focus on these kinds of things. Arms should be really warm, and shoulders. You should feel expanded upon this area. When your shoulders are good, you're going to work into your back a bit. And you pull, you roll, you squeeze, you squeeze from this area, from your side bodies, that wraps around you to your front. There's like you can change your breathing as well. Just taking all the air out and squeezing. I mean, yeah. So I am just working this out as well. I did not structure this class. I am developing an audience so I can learn what they need. Like who's here. I'm thinking level, like 3 levels. Level 1, a whole bunch of minions, like internet minions. Like you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what's good for you. You're attached to your beliefs in your validation of yourself, but you know that it's not it. And but you have to hold a strong stance, otherwise you feel defeated. So instead, what I'm telling you is look at me, I'm already here, I've got the knowledge, I'm already chosen, and I'm delivering. Stand and deliver. Whoa. I've got other ambitions to do as well. I'll be on my way. That's up to me, but this is another piece of my services. So your arms should be feeling a lot better. Couple pieces of equipment. I'll find out how to put them on the website for affiliate marketing so you can just click and buy them. One is just a band. Don't do what I do with it. You have to learn some safety practices before you start working with this because it's dangerous. You can really put out an eye with this thing, so be careful. And these kinds of bands as well. Basically, later on, what we're going to do is we're just going to stand, we're going to just support ourselves in exploration of the other major joint of our body, which is our hip. Shoulder joint, hip joint. And we got our stem, which is our trunk. It attaches to our extremities, which are our arms, our legs, our neck, and our head. So 5 extremities like a starfish. See, this is why this is good. Because you can work, you can balance, and you can just be abstract. We can also do a program class, a series of classes as well. I'll have to design those and actually put those into work. It won't take me long because I'm already in practice. But it's a matter of just adapting to changes in real time. Position of air in our body has a lot to do with a lot of things. If you find you're moving and you're in pain, you're holding your breath. It's like holding your breath and expecting the body to change position. You have to keep breathing like water, like the ocean. Move the position. Air is out, allows for motion. Air is in, restricted motion. Muscles don't have enough space to work against each other. And depending on what you eat and how much friction there is between your muscles will also determine your performance. Anyways, students, I am your teacher. You could call me a master, but it doesn't matter what you say. I'm coming for something else I already know is around my waist.